focus on how we achieve student success every month. Tune in on air or online when the WTIM Morning Show presents the Taylorville School District Good News segment the first Thursday of each month at 8:40. And go Tornadoes.
WTIM. You're listening to the WTIM Morning Show on your information station. The show is sponsored by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville. I'm your host, Reed Camhi. We are near the end of April, and that, of course, means we're getting ever closer to high school graduations, and we're actually going to hear from some folks who will be especially involved in the upcoming graduation at South Fork High School. And I have 4 guests joining me in studio this morning. And I'm going to introduce each of them one at a time so you can put a voice to a name. We're going to start all the way on my right with one of the valedictorians, Angelina Ippolito. Angelina, thanks for coming on this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, it's good to have you on. And then to my left, Angelina's right, is another valedictorian, Bella Sapetti. Bella, thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, it's good to have you on as well. I'll turn you up just a little bit there. And then next to my left is one of the salutatorians, Autumn Hobbs. Autumn, thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Yes, and then all the way to my left, right around this big old computer screen right here, is another salutatorian, Olivia Mulvaney. Olivia, thank you for coming on too.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, it's great to have all 4 of you on. We got a packed house here in the WTIM studio this morning. So let's get into it. I'll start with the valedictorians, Bella and Angelina. First, just talk a little bit about how it came to be that you two were named valedictorians.
So my whole life, I've really prioritized academics. I've never had anything but an A at the end of the report card. I'm very much a perfectionist as well. The last 2 years, my junior and senior year, I got to enroll in Lincoln Land classes. So I took advantage of that, did them throughout the year and throughout the summer. And I think that really helped me as well.
No, that's great that you got involved there. I've heard a lot about those, dual credit, college now opportunities. What area were those classes in?
I had a lot. They're kind of just general ed, so I could get like my high school while getting my college kind of credits. So like I did English a couple times, art, and just like general ed classes.
Okay, nice. So and one of the things I've heard about this stuff is that it's great to get ahead. How much progress have you made towards like a degree at this point, like a college degree?
I believe I'm close to 50 credits towards my associates.
Okay.
So that'll definitely help.
That's progress right there. So really good for you that you've gotten that experience and that you were named valedictorian. And then as for the other valedictorian, Bella, talk about how you got to that point.
Me and Angelina kind of have had like the same schedule. We both have had the same classes. And so I really feel like Lincoln Land has put me and her both on top. That's what really has helped us. So
same classes at Lincoln Land?
Yes.
Okay, nice. So then you two have kind of had that together. What has that been like, kind of having each other there as well to kind of go through this and, kind of have that support, have that similar experience?
I've liked it a lot because I feel like starting college was a little bit scary, especially as a junior. So I feel like having each other and like whenever we needed help with something, we like could always rely on each other.
No, that's great that you two have kind of had that experience together, all of that. In terms of like when the graduation comes around, what does being valedictorian entail? Are you just giving a speech? Or are you doing other things? What's that going to be like? Or are you allowed to reveal it?
All of us are giving a speech.
Okay. All right. So you're all giving a speech, and that's really cool. Are you getting anything else to like wear in addition to like the cap and gown?
Yeah, I believe we get like a medal.
A medal.
Yeah.
That sounds really cool. Do you feel like an Olympian?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. You're gonna like
bite it.
Yeah, bite it. Yeah, you gotta bite it. You gotta bite it. No, that is really cool. Congratulations to all of you, and it's great to hear from the valedictorians. Let's turn now to the salutatorians. Autumn, talk a little bit about how you got to being named salutatorian and what that took.
It took a lot of hard work and like time management skills for me, like juggling between. This year I've done like the CEO program and also Lincoln Land classes, so I had to learn how to manage my time well.
Okay,
but
so
I think that's how.
Nice. Okay, so and then is it similar to being a valedictorian where you have to have like a high enough GPA, highest or one of the higher? Okay, all right. So So you got up there too. So that's really cool. And then Olivia, let's hear from you now. Talk a little bit about how you got named to being salutatorian.
I would kind of say I'm the same as Angelina. Like, I've always made sure I prioritize my grades and things like that, especially with, like, we all do sports and stuff, and, like, you have to have, good time management with getting your work done along with doing sports. And I've also always had, like, all A's on my report card and things like that.
Okay, so we got some hard workers sitting across from me right now, which is great to hear, because high school is a challenge in a lot of ways, and you folks have been able to really excel in that, which is awesome to hear. So we heard a little bit about what kind of comes with being the valedictorian. As for the salutatorians, are you folks the ones who are going to be like bringing in the graduates? What is that like when commencement comes around?
We just give a speech.
Just a
Okay.
speech.
All right, so you give a speech. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I remember in my high school graduation, right, you had the folks who had that had like that wand, and they were like using it to have the graduates like stand up and sit down, like when it was their turn to walk up and get the degree. So I sort of envisioned that's what was going on, but no, you folks will get to give the speech, and that's great as well. What are you most looking forward to with graduation, like with the ceremony?
I'm just looking forward to have everyone like in the room that loves us support us, not only us, our classmates as well. I mean, we have a lot of classmates that graduated early, so it's almost like a class reunion, and just making last memories with my best friends that I've been through it all with.
I feel like I'm excited to just see everybody that last time, have those last memories, give my speech as kind of like a farewell to South Fork.
I'm excited. We do like a slideshow every year with like past photos and stuff of everyone. I think that'll be like a good bonding experience, like for us before we're all gone.
As long as you like the pictures and look good. I would probably not want to watch it if just in case there's something unflattering at the end there. But Olivia, what about you?
I'm also excited to have like all of our class in the same room one more time, just because we had like 13 kids graduate early, so we've had so many that we haven't seen since December. So it'll be nice to like everyone be in the same room one last time.
That'll be awesome. So the folks who graduated in December, so was there a separate ceremony for them, or do they just wait for the main ceremony?
They just wait
Okay.
for
All right. So that that's great for them, and you kind of get to unite with them for all of that. So you have the commencement coming up. Any other big events coming up to kind of celebrate the end of high school for you folks?
We just had our prom this weekend.
Okay.
So that was our last dance, and coming up next week we have our senior trip.
Okay, senior trip. Where's that to?
We're going to Florida.
Florida. Okay. All right. No, that's an awesome trip. Excited for you folks for that. Where about in Florida?
We're going to Orlando. Gonna hit like Universal. Then we're gonna go to Clearwater and go to like a beach.
Okay. Nice. Orlando. So yeah, Universal. I know they have all kinds of like specific themed parks in there. Any one of them like in particular?
We're probably gonna go to like Harry Potter World.
Yeah.
I've wanted to go to that since that and I've not been there. So no, I'm very, very jealous of you folks. And you'll have to tell me about that when you come back. So that's exciting. Florida, you've got that coming up. When's that happening?
Next
I believe
Thursday.
next Thursday.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
30th.
So taking you off soon for that, and that'll be a great time to go to Florida. So really happy for you folks there. You had the prom last weekend. How large around is your graduating class?
We have about 30 kids.
Yeah.
I believe.
30. Okay. What's that like having that kind of group? Of that size? Does it feel more intimate than maybe what you folks hear about like from other schools?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah, we're all
definitely.
very, very close.
Everyone.
Yeah.
We're almost like siblings.
Yeah, we
Yes.
fight
Like siblings.
Yes.
That is
like
awesome.
siblings.
Yes, we fight like siblings.
Okay, no, that is great, and I'm happy for you folks with getting to experience graduation, all the fun stuff that happens before that, and of course in your roles at the commencement at the end of the year, which is why we have you folks on this morning. Olivia Mulvaney, Autumn Hobbs, Bella Sapetti, and Angelina Ippolito who joined us this morning here on the WTIM Morning Show. Let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll learn a little more about these members of the South Fork High School graduating class of 2026, and that'll be coming up after this break right here on the WTIM Morning Show on your information station.
Your information station, WTIM.
Do you love the Christian County community? Are you the person who knows everyone in town and has a heart for the people who live here? Heart Media is looking for another sales account manager to join our team. We're hunting for a fun, outgoing person who wants to be the face of our media products. Help local businesses share their stories through radio and digital media. If you've got a drive to succeed and a passion for people, submit your resume. Connect at heartmg.com. Work where your ideas actually matter. Connect at heartmg.com.
The sun is shining, the days are getting longer, and pool season is almost here. Don't wait. Now's the time to call Southern Ledge Pools and Patios and get your pool ready for summer. Schedule your pool opening today. Spots are filling up fast. Need a sand change? They've got you covered. And bring in your water sample for free testing. Make a splash this season with the experts you trust. Southern Ledge Pools and Patios, 306 East Main Cross, Taylorville.
Your locally owned Scooters Coffee at routes 29 and 104 in Taylorville are proud to be the exclusive sponsor of the WTIM Tornado Give Back promotion. Scooters Coffee will donate the following to the Taylorville Sports Boosters. For each Tornado varsity football touchdown, they're donating $10. For each 3-point shot in varsity Tornado boys and girls basketball games, they're donating $3. And $5 for each home run scored by varsity baseball and softball team. The 22 local Scooters Coffee Taylorville, thank you for your business. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
April is National Alcohol Awareness Month, a time to understand how alcohol affects your body. Drinking too much can harm your brain, heart, liver, and pancreas, increasing the risk of high blood pressure, liver disease, and even cancer. It can also weaken your immune system. Making informed choices about alcohol can help protect your long-term health. This message is from Dr. Pavi Gill and the Lifestyle Medicine team at Springfield Clinic, Taylorville. Learn more at niaaa.nih.gov.
Double your impact with sight and sound. Reach customers through our 6 regional radio stations, plus capture their attention with our 36 by 72-inch digital billboard right on Route 29 in Taylorville. That's nearly 11,000 drivers seeing your message every single day while they're already listening to your radio ads. Ready to maximize your reach? Call your regional radio account manager today and put your business in front of eyes and ears across Central Illinois. Regional radio is where your message gets noticed.
Pana schools provide excellence in education and are rooted in the Pana community. Become a part of Panther Pride and find out the great things happening in Pana schools by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Jansen's Heating and Air is the home of Dr. Comfort, focusing on customer care for heating and air conditioning across Central Illinois for some 35 years. Find out their services, specials, and coupons by clicking their icon on TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome back to the WTIM Morning Show on your information station. The show is sponsored by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville. I'm your host, Reed Kamai, and we've got a full studio here for this segment because I've got 4 graduating seniors from South Fork High School who have all taken on and been awarded special roles in the upcoming commencement in terms of being salutatorians and valedictorians. I've got valedictorians Bella Sapetti and Angelina Ippolito, and salutatorians in Olivia Mulvaney and Autumn Hobbs, joining me in studio this morning. I'd love to learn a little more about each of you in terms of academics and extracurriculars. Angelina, let's start with you. Talk about like some of the extracurriculars you've been involved in while at South Fork.
I've been in a lot of sports. I've done volleyball 4 years, basketball 4 years, softball and track both for 1 year. And I also been in student council. I've been a class officer and also a part of National Honor Society. Okay, so a lot for you. You're very busy. Talk a little bit about how that's kind of helped you in terms of kind of growing up and getting ready to move on to the next phase of your life. It's definitely taught me time management and how to be organized. I think that'll definitely help me on my own when I'm in college. And then speaking of in college, what are your plans for that if you know yet? I plan to go to a university in Iowa called Clark University to play basketball, and I'll enter a 3+3 program to get my degree in physical therapy.
Okay, 3+3. So do you get like kind of the initial degree after 3 years and then you go somewhere else?
Yeah, it's 3 years studying like books and then 3 years like doing hands-on.
You know, you'll probably be excited to do the hands-on stuff after the 3 years of books. But no, that's exciting, and really happy for you with those plans. Clark University, I think I've heard of that one before. So yeah, excited for you on that. Let's turn to Bella Sapetti. Talk a little bit about your extracurriculars.
I did cheer all 4 years, and then I was a part of student council, National Honor Society, and a class officer.
Okay, so yeah, you've been busy as well. Again, talk about how that's kind of helped shape you as you've gone through high school and prepared for what's next.
Same with Angelina. I feel like it's very time management with the practices or the meetings and stuff, and always like having you prepared for whatever you need to do.
Okay, and no, that's great for you as well. And then what's next for you after high school?
I'm going to UIS for elementary education.
Okay, elementary education. That's what you've got coming up. Are you hoping to kind of stay around here?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So Bella Sapetti, not going all that far after college or after high school. Really, with it's not too far of a drive away to UIS. So that's more on Bella. Autumn Hobbs, let's hear from you. Just talk about some of your extracurriculars.
I played basketball for 4 years. I've also been on student council for 4 years, and I'm a member of National Honor Society.
Okay, so a little bit of overlap there with Angelina.
Mm-hmm.
What's that been like, kind of you two being teammates in basketball?
I think we just like became really close, and it was cool seeing like her accomplish everything she did.
Nice. No, that's great, and I saw a little smile from Angelina. So sounds like all of that checks out, which is really great for you two. Autumn, what's next for you after high school?
I'm going to Lincoln Land to get my associates in arts, and then I plan to get a major in graphic design after that.
Okay, major in graphic design. You have any thoughts about where you want to go after Lincoln Land?
No, not yet.
Okay, so you'll figure that out in just a little bit. And then I actually forgot to ask that second question for you. Just talk about how your high school, extracurriculars, all of that have kind of helped shape who you are in terms of what you're gonna do next.
Like they said, time management, but like being on student council and stuff, I did a lot of like design stuff for student council, so I learned that I really like doing that.
Okay, so you had that going as well for Autumn Hobbs, and then the other student we're gonna talk to now, Olivia Mulvaney, last one to get to in this lineup here. Let's also hear from you on your extracurriculars.
I've been a part of basketball and cheer for the past 4 years. I've been on student council for 4 years, a class officer, and then I also am a part of NHS.
Okay, so it sounds like I think you're the only one who is a teammate in some way with the other folks in here. So what was that like in terms of working with them on these teams?
It's been great. Just helps you get super close with them whenever you see them every day with sports and practices, and it's just been very nice.
No, that's great, and I'm happy for you. And then what's next for you after high school?
I'm going to attend Lincoln Land for the first 2 years, and then I'm going to go to UIS for elementary education.
Okay, so it sounds like actually in terms of your college plans, you've got some overlap with the other students as well. So elementary education, and are you also hoping to kind of stay around here?
Yes.
Okay, nice. So another student who's going to be back here not too long from now. So you've got the Florida trip. We were talking a little bit about that earlier. It sounds like that's at the end of April, and then when's the commencement?
The
May 22nd.
May 22nd. Okay, so near the end of May. That's a Friday. I know May 22nd. I'm sure you folks are counting down the days until then.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, that is exciting, and I'm happy for you folks. Anything else you want to share? As we've got about 45 seconds left. Yep. No, I'm seeing some head shakes here. But no, that is okay. No, it was great to hear from you four, learn about learn about you folks, what your plans are, and what all is next, and getting to hear about your high school memories. It kind of brings me back to the days Sort of. Olivia Mulvaney, Autumn Hobbs, Bella Sapetti, and Angelina Ippolito, thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, it is great to have you on this morning, and thank you for listening on the WTIM Morning Show on your information station. We'll have another conversation coming up in about 10 minutes' time, so please stay tuned for that right here on WTIM.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington.